TunePocket.com. TunePocket.com.
Good day to everyone out there. Welcome to the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. And let's not waste no time. We're going to get right into it. So, things you might not know are symptoms of depression, but they really are. Memory difficulties, feeling like you're faking it, slowed movement, feeling disconnected from who you are, breaking down over things that are small, getting stuck on certain thoughts, rapid weight gain or weight loss. Okay? So, memory difficulties, struggling to remember big events in the past or day-to-day things like a work deadline, friends' birthdays or whatnot. I struggle with this. There have been times where I have forgotten counseling appointments. There are times where I've forgotten massage appointments. And on top of that, that is a flaw of mine. I am forgetful. I am sometimes a very forgetful person, so I might forget something important at work or whatnot that I didn't remember. Add on top of that depression, which makes you focus all your energy on trying to survive through depression, and all your energy focused on just trying to survive because that's all you can do. And then in the process of shifting your energy to surviving, you forget certain things as well. And so when your symptoms have passed, you may come back to and remember some things like, oh, I forgot that. Oh, I forgot that. Oh, I forgot this deadline right here. No. Depression does that to you. Feeling like you're faking it because what people see is so different to what you feel. There are some days you can fake a smile. Some days you can fake being okay. But there are some days where you just don't have the energy to fake it. I don't need to tell y'all again, but people at Rose College noticed my facial language, facial expressions. And they asked me multiple times, was I okay? Because what people see is so different to what you feel. Okay. Slowed movement. I'm gonna actually come back to this because I'm about to tie this in with one of the other things that are symptoms of depression. So I'm gonna come back to that one in a second. Feeling disconnected from who you are because your depression has consumed you so much that you don't recognize who you are. Say like you're the life of the party. You're the life of the party every time you're at a gathering, okay? Then all of a sudden you come to the party, then all of a sudden you are just quiet. And you're more quiet than usual, you're more down than usual, and it just keeps happening over and over and over again. And people come up to you and say, hey, what's wrong with you? You used to be this, you used to be that. Well, depression has taken over my whole body. Depression has so consumed me that I don't know who I am anymore. Yeah, depression is hell. It can suck everything out of you. And it's like being in a dark place. And you trying to find a light switch, but you can't find it. No. Breaking down over things that are small because you feel like your life is falling apart and you can't take it anymore. Okay? So, say like, breaking down over something small. You can break down simply by being stuck in traffic, being in a long line. But let's just say, this, okay? Let's just say you go to the coffee shop because you need that hit of coffee to help you through the day, okay? You need that hit of coffee to give you the energy that you need, okay? You hit your coffee, and then all of a sudden you spit it. You accidentally drop it. And then it's sort of like a sinking feeling goes through your chest because you needed that coffee. You needed that coffee to get you through the day. You needed that coffee to give you the little bit of energy to get you through the day because of slowed movement, because your body is so fatigued and drained of energy that you needed that cup to give you the bit of energy that you needed, because you're already drained of depression. You're already moving slow because of depression. And the coffee gives you just the spark that you need to get through the day. And you leave the shop and you accidentally spill it and break down. Have a breakdown. Feeling like your life is falling apart and you can't take it anymore. You can't take it anymore. That's where depression can turn into suicidal ideation. You feel like your life is falling apart and you can't say, hey, no more. Getting stuck on certain thoughts. This may be ruminating about a past mistake or a present struggle. Example given, I'm so lonely. There are times where I have the depression and I just have random thoughts Just random racing thoughts running through my mind. And I can think back to a mistake that happened back in 2005, okay? Or I can think back to a mistake that was in 2015. Or I can get stuck on a thought on a mistake that happened in 1998, okay? No, this is what her depression does. No, you can get stuck on certain thoughts, certain mistakes, a mistake that you made even 5 minutes ago. You can be stuck on that mistake for several hours because of that voice, because of that depressive voice inside your head is saying, see, I told you messed up. You really messed up that time. And it's like your depression is saying to you, I'm going to keep reminding you of that. I'm going to keep reminding you of that. Okay? And I'm not going to let you forget it. And it's like depression saying, I can pop up at any time. This thought can pop up at any time. Okay? And depression saying, I can pop this thought up at any time and I can have you stuck on it for hours or days or several minutes. Rapid weight gain or rapid weight loss due to big changes in appetite. When you're in a depressive, dark state mentally, when it comes to eating, you either do 3 things. You eat a lot more, you eat a lot less, or you don't eat at all. When you're in a depressive, dark mental state, you really don't have the best mental clarity, okay? So I would just say, when you're in a dark, depressive state, you're going to do some things. You're going to not shower. You're going to eat more or not eat at all. You know what? You were in a depressive, dark place. That's okay. When you come out of that depressive, dark place, just take things one task at a time and break things down into small tasks, and slowly but surely you can get it back there. Get it back to where you were before the depressive episode hit, or the depressive dark feeling hit. So, yeah. So, I've talked about mental health and pro athletes before. Hayden Hurst, Dak Prescott, just to name a few. And I remember hearing on sports talk radio where some of the members of the 1986 New York Giants Super Bowl winning team went through a period of depressive, dark days after their playing careers were over, so much so that they actually contemplated suicide, and they were able to pull themselves out of that dark place. And so some pro athletes know what they want to do when they get out of pro basketball, pro football, baseball, hockey, whatnot. Some athletes know what they want to do after post-playing career, and they go on to become successful post-playing career in whatever field that they go into. But for some players, it can be very daunting after they retire and take off the helmet, take off the jersey, whatnot. So I just saw this story recently. Willis McGahee, 4-time Pro Bowl running back, played for the Bills, Ravens, the Broncos, and I believe the Browns over his career. I believe he played 10 years in the NFL, 4-time Pro Bowler. He recently revealed that after his career ended in 2013, he wanted to end his life by suicide. He said he contemplated it several times because he was struggling to find purpose after his playing career had ended. And he also said when it's gone, you have nothing really to fall back on. And it's a lot coming in at you, and it gets mentally tough, okay? So he was having thoughts of suicide, and he was able to pull himself up out of that by going to therapy, okay? Going to therapy. And then he says he is also focusing on his 10 children, okay? So I would just say this to the people who are thinking about ending their lives, who are watching this. I would say, what is important in your life? Sorry about that. The screen went in black for a second or two. Okay. So what is important in your life to people who are thinking about suicide? I would say, what is important in your life that would stop you from ending your life by suicide, okay? For Willis McGahee, focusing on his children, as he said. He's focusing on his children. So what would be the one thing that's important to you that you could focus on that would stop you from ending your life by suicide? Okay. Maybe it's the group of friends that you meet with every weekend for dinner. Maybe it's the group of friends that you have at a church that you meet with and talk with every Sunday. Perhaps it's your wife or your husband who is always by your side, no matter how tough life gets. Okay, so I would say, again, what is the one thing that's important in your life that would stop you from ending your life by suicide? Okay. And you may not realize it now, but to the people who are watching this who are thinking about suicide, you may not realize it now. You may not feel it. You may not believe it. But I'm telling you right now, you do matter, okay? You do matter to a lot of people. I matter to a lot of people, okay? I remember after I told my story at the Memphis Walk for suicide prevention. I told my story. People were coming up to me, telling me how much they appreciated my story. And someone came up to me and said, now that you told your story, you can't do it. Now that you told your story, you can't do it. Okay? So, think about if I did do it, okay? If I did do it, think about the people that would crush Grace, Jacob, Hallie, Blake, Jessica, T-Mac, my UPS co-workers, family, friends. Yeah, it would devastate and crush a lot of people. So, again, you may not feel it, you may not believe it, but you all matter to a lot of people out there, okay? And believe me, that there is always hope, okay? There's always hope, okay? All right. That's it, and that's all for the Sean For Real podcast. I am out of here. Thank you. God bless you.